Are you the same Joshua Luke Garza who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 9777 for the offense of assault bodily injury, married on December 19th, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
On or about the 14th day of May, 2024, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Joshua Luke Garza, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely marijuana, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon the others.
Any objection?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, there is a proposed agreement in line with probation's recommendation for extension of 1 year, revising the TAP for intensive outpatient, biweekly drug testing for 90 days, find and verify employment within 60 days, and verify being active with BIP within 30 days of release, Your Honor.
All right. So extending for a year, that's not going to happen. This is a misdemeanor case. He will have been on probation for 2 years. So that's legally not going to happen. So then the question becomes, what are we doing between now and December 2024?
Well, Judge, it seems like he should have enough time to complete the BIP course and also get back on track with whatever other conditions that he has, short of the court having to extend the case.
All right. Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I have a few questions for you. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand. I'm only proceeding on the violation of condition number 2 because that is the condition that the state is going on. And the states you're waiving other violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do you have any objections to those waivers?
No, Your Honor.
All right. According to the court summary, it says that you last reported on May. Why are you last reporting in May? Because we have now, you didn't report in May, didn't report June, July, and we are here and you're in custody. So why did you stop reporting?
What had happened was I told you that I had a car and I had a job lined up, but it turns out I didn't. It was just so hard to find a job, I guess, because of my record.
How does that translate to not reporting?
I had to take the bus and I got lost. I've never taken the bus before ever.
You know what? Everybody's bus ride. Sometimes that's the first bus ride. You know, I came from a different state. I did not know San Antonio at all and never really had to take a bus. Like I took the bus in college and that bus was free and you take it and you're just traveling around the college campus. So you really can't get lost because they're just taking you around the college campus. So the first time I had to take a bus in San Antonio, my mom said, baby, just get on the bus and tell the bus driver where you need to go, right? And they'll tell you if you're on the right bus or not. My first bus trip in San Antonio, I get on the bus. I knew where I was going because, believe it or not, and I know you probably know, they have little pamphlets with bus routes and it tells you where all the buses go. I got on the bus, sat down. And you know what the bus driver said to me? Excuse me, miss, you haven't paid. And I said, oh, you have to pay for buses here? Because where I came from, you didn't have to pay for the bus ride. So I paid him and I was sure. I said, is this bus, will this get me to this destination? And he's like, yes, it will. So this whole thing about you got lost. What's your next excuse? Because that one I'm not buying, because all you had to do was ask the bus driver, I am trying to get downtown. Is this the right bus to be on? I need to be on Babcock. Is this the right bus to get on? I'm going to Fredericksburg. Is this the right bus to be on? And I will tell you, as a person, when you come from an entire different state and you have to do transfers, that's complicated. I had to do transfers on my first bus ride to come downtown for work. So how old are you?
26.
You're 26. That whole excuse about you didn't know where you were going. You're telling me you didn't know where you were going for 3 to 4 months and how to get there.
I usually just get dropped off by my sister with her car, but she was busy that day.
All right. So we're back to why can't you take the via bus and ask the via bus driver, I need to go to probation. This is the address. Am I on the right bus? How do I get there?
I don't know what to say.
All right. Are there other issues going on with your client?
I don't believe so, Judge. I just think we need to get him back on track so he can finish his probation.
How far does you go in school?
High school diploma.
All right. So I don't understand why he can't take, I don't know why he can't get on a bus.
I just got lost and then it took me to this one stop. I was following off of Google Maps, told me to stop right there, and I waited there, and the buses just kept flying by, and I didn't realize it until it was
Well, let me ask you this. How did you get back home?
I walked home.
All right. So when you walk back home, did you pick up the phone and call probation and say, I got lost?
No, I told them could I reschedule because I was already late. But then again,
Well, how are you working when you don't know what bus routes to take?
I wasn't working until a couple of weeks before I had gotten arrested.
Your story is falling apart before my eyes. I don't know if you want to be on probation. I'm going to give you a choice. If I continue on probation, it's going to be rigid. You're probably not going to be able to successfully complete it with the conditions I'm going to give you. Or if you want, I can give you 90 days in jail. You're done.
I'll be out, Your Honor.
All right. State, because you only went on violation of condition number 2, the testing positive for marijuana, the court is finding that true. You sure could find your marijuana.
Yeah, it's down the street at a gas station.
Yeah. So you can get, see, here's the thing. What's important to you, you treat it like it's important. It's important for you to get your marijuana. You can find the wherewithal to get out of your bed and go walk and get some marijuana, but you can't find the wherewithal to go to probation. And I'm telling you right now, and probation, I'm sorry, you're going to be reporting to probation daily, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. From here on out till your probation is done, you're reporting daily. Do you understand? Now you can do that, or you can do the 90 days at the Bexar County Jail. Which do you prefer?
If I do the 90 days, do I get
No,
back to
we're not playing these games. 90 days, or either you're reporting to probation daily. Those are your choices. You have no other choices.
probation daily?
All right. I'll deny the motion. He's going to report daily, Monday through Friday, to probation until his term expires. He's going to have full-time employment within 7 days. And for the court, that means 40 hours a week. If you don't have full-time employment within 7 days of your release, a motion to revoke is going to be filed.
I guess, Judge, how can he do both? How can he report every day to probation, also hold a full-time job?
Oh, because probation is in the morning. He can get a nighttime job. They have, usually jobs have 3 shifts, morning, afternoon, graveyard. He can do graveyard shift. Probation, are you all open from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.? 11 p.m., 7 p.m., 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's a shift you can work. What time does probation close?
5 p.m.
They close at 5 p.m. So 7 p.m., you can start working at 7 p.m. So full-time employment within 7 days. And probation, when he comes in, be sure to test him. How long you been in custody?
A month.
1 month? I'm going to give him 30 days as a condition of probation. So those 30 days, you no longer have them if you're revoked, because those 30 days are being used as a condition for me to continue on probation. So if you were revoked, those 30 days are not in your bank account to use as a credit for any time served. Do you understand? All right, so 30 days as a condition of probation. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Oh, and I'm sorry, have them UA him when he reports.
Yes, sir.
All right, anything else?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, what is happening with this case?
This is sentencing today, Your Honor?
Sentencing, that's correct.
Sentencing?
Yes, sir.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 6015, State of Texas versus Jonathan Olage. Olage, can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Carl Basley, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Olage?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, according to the plea bargain agreement, you entered a plea of no contest on April 18th. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. And the state is taking in consideration 4 cases. And they're the conditions of affirmative finding of family violence and no contact. Yes. All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor, the state has.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Any witnesses?
No objections, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. The only thing I have in addition to the PSI, Your Honor, is a letter that was submitted by one of the family members that they tried to interview. They weren't able to interview. It's an email, actually. I've
Any
provided
objections to the court reviewing the
a
letter?
Copy to the state already.
No objections.
All right, the court has reviewed the letter from Valerie Medina. All right, I'll hear argument
Yes, Your Honor.
unless there's any witnesses.
No, there's
All
no
right.
witness other than, I think the PSI, Your Honor, is very detailed.
Mhm.
They interviewed all the family members that I know of, except for Ms. Medina, which provided that. They're all in favor of Jonathan having community supervision. As the court can see, it's a very lengthy PSI. He had a very traumatic thing that happened to him a few years ago, where the mother of his children went into the kitchen in the house and shot and killed herself. After that, it's been a downhill spiral for him. He's been into drugs. He's been doing meth and drinking, and it's been downhill that led up to this. Before that, he actively was employed. He worked at UPS for many years, was active in working and taking care of everything, raising the family. After that, as the court could see, it's the drugs took over, and mental health issues also that he had in addition occurred and led up to the incident here where there was clearly a wrong incident where there was a knife involved and police were shown. He was actually shot, Your Honor, by the police during this confrontation. He's understands that what he did is wrong, and he's asking the court for help, and he needs help. He understands. If you look at that, he was very honest with them, telling how much meth he had been smoking and drinking that day. And in fact, he stated he doesn't really even remember that much about it. He was so high on meth. So there's no question he has a problem with that, Your Honor. He's asking the court to help. He has been worked up and been approved for DDR-F and for the MIC unit. So we're asking the court to grant deferred and give him the treatment that he needs so that he can get his life together, get out and help take care of his children that he has.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. And as is of course included with the stipulations, this is wherein the defendant assaults his partner, his girlfriend inside a house, hitting her on the thigh, pulling her hair, striking her in the face. Officers arrive on scene, and then they witness the following events. Chasing the defendant, he basically grabbed his sister. She was able to break away. He grabbed his mother, put a knife to her neck, used her as a shield, if you will. And then he raised his knife as if to stab her. And that is when officers went ahead and discharged their firearm. There were multiple officers on scene. This is happening in real time while they're chasing him through the alley. The state absolutely understands the trauma wherein his partner, the mother of his daughter, shot herself, and he's going in the room and experiencing that trauma, and the state understands that. But in the PSI, it's multiple mentions of this being nothing but a misunderstanding and a lack of accountability. So the state would respectfully request incarceration. And we believe this person is a danger to the community and a danger to himself and his family.
All right, Mr. Olegay, is there anything you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jonathan Daniel Luggins.
All right, what would you wish to say?
I would like to say, Your Honor, that it was, if you give me a chance to be a law-abiding citizen, I could do the deferred probation. That day, I wasn't trying to hurt my family at all. I was just trying to run away from the law. The knife wasn't no open blade. No one got cut. No one got stabbed. No one got hurt. No one got anything at all with the knife. I had to protect the sheet over the knife, and I had no intentions of hurting my loved ones.
So why did you put a knife to their throats?
I didn't mean to. Like, my mom's short. I hugged my mom. I hugged my mom and looked down. I didn't really try to hurt her at all.
Okay.
And I had to protect the sheet on the knife, so there was no way she was gonna get cut at all. And then I just hugged my mom, looked down, and then I got shot. And that was the end of it. But I wasn't
So you're
trying-
saying you were just intending to hug your mom with a
Yeah,
knife
I hugged-
at her throat?
Wow. She was short. I didn't mean to put the knife in her throat at all,
Okay. Why were you hugging her with a knife in your hand?
because it was just it was like a little boy crying to his mom, like, like, help, help, really, because I was scared because I had a gun pointing at me the whole time.
But why were the police there in the first place?
Because me and my ex-girlfriend got in a fight, and I left the scene. I already diffused the situation, and I was walking to the store, and then that's when the cop confronted me. And if you see in the body cam, I was walking away to the store, and that's when the cop, told me, hey, and I thought it was someone else. I turned around, I took out the knife, and then I saw it was a cop. He pointed his gun. I put the knife back in the sheet, and that's when I ran. And that's what led to everything. But I didn't try to hurt my sister at all, or my mom. I was just running away.
All right. Any questions, defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions, state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. And Mr. Orlege, I want you to know that I have listened to everything that you said. I always read everything very carefully, and sometimes I'll reread things as well. The court is going to deny your application. Court will find you guilty, sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ashley Prieto, Valerie Medina, Andrea Olegay. The court will take in consideration 2023 CR 6014, 2023 CR 6016, 2023 CR 6017, and 2023 CR 6018. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of an affirmative finding of family violence. And also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and I'm requesting the mental health unit for you. I cannot force them to place you in that unit because I don't have jurisdiction to force them to do that. But it will be in the judgment. You can ask for it. If you don't ask for it, they're not going to consider it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. All right,